So whatever we have been hearing about Bitcoin, smart contract, Forsage, I don't know, Elon Musk has done this and that. Federal Reserve have endorsed, I don't know, Ethereum. We have been hearing so many things. Kenya is one of the biggest, one of the countries that is doing well in cryptos and all these. When we hear about internet version 2, when we hear about the fourth industrial revolution, so many stuff are happening because the world is changing at the speed of light every single day. So whatever you hear in this regard, there is the underlying technology behind it. And this underlying technology is called blockchain technology. I want to use the simplest language ever, because there is a very big danger from our scholars who are using jargons and difficult words to make this blockchain to look as an alien knowledge, to make this knowledge to look so difficult, so that they can be the ones always to be doing consultations and get paid. While for us here, we try to make it simple, for free, so that our people can go to utilize it. Okay? So, when we talk of blockchain technology, we are talking of improvement in technology. Technology that we have had before. It is connected to the previous technology. So it is not an alien. It's not something of the future. It is something of now. It is something that many people use it now. I want you to understand one thing. I normally have one picture. Let me get to this picture here. It is very near. I know where the file is. I have this picture. I want to teach today blockchain in a different ways. I want to teach blockchain today in a simple way, so that this one you can enjoy the lesson today. There is this picture here. Clement, please, you can assist me to admit people. So there is this picture here. This is like in the human development, stages of human development. These people depended on stones. Their place of living was moving from one point to another. Is gathering fruits. That is what they were. That is where they were. Something came. They discovered the fire. Now, when we see people are using lighter, lighter is not the magic. Lighter is not a miracle. This one was a miracle to them because there was no fire before. So they discovered the fire. And with the discovery of fire, it led to many development. And if you see the way I arranged this picture, you can see these are better than this one. And this one is better than this one, because these ones were eating meat, which was not cooked. And these people have got the nice place. They warm themselves. They create even tools, better tools. And now they started digging to create permanent settlement. So every stage is better than the preceding one. One thing I want to tell you, it is not good, but this is the way it is. There are people until today, they have not reached this stage. Until today, they are still there, living like animals, If you tell them that there is TV, there is electricity, they will not understand. There is Zoom. If you go to tell these people about the Forsage, they will not do it. These people will remain there. But what happened with this one? What did these people depend on? They depended on animals. They depended on fire. They depended on people. Like if you are a king, people have to carry you. But something happened. Something happened. All this iron that you see have a very great connection with the previous stage. They brought now machines. They brought now electricity to replace human. They brought steam engine. They brought train. We don't need, again, slaves to carry people. They brought a lot of things, machine, to replace human being. And those people who were depending on slave trade, slaves were not needed anymore. We can carry things with the trains. We can carry goods and services. So there was improvement in communication, in transportation, in housing, in everything. Employment started. Now, with this, something else came. At this moment, you could see the way computer has come, has changed the way. Now people now start depending on computer. When there is the computers are not working, there is no service that day, because every information is kept in the computer. So there were a lot of opportunities here. But right now, what is sad is that while other people are now doing classes on Zoom call, while people now do classes on Zoom call, I'm in Dubai, others are in Nigeria, others are in Kenya, others are in Tanzania. We can have the whole world together here. There are people who still do not have electricity. There are people who do not have toilets. So the development is not evenly distributed. It goes to some places, some few places. So some people that think industries is something for the future, we have already passed through this stage. There are people who think Zoom is a technology of the future. At this moment, Zoom is our life. Communication, groups, we have groups in the WhatsApp. So with this one, you can see one revolution brings something new for people to depend on. So with this kind of internet that was used here, it started from this time here. It went to the time now where we have applications in the internet. We have applications. Our website now, I've got applications. You can do things on the internet. So every stage now you can see, from the discovery of electricity steam engine to the discovery of wireless and the wired communication, to the time now everything now is virtualized. Now I'm virtual, I'm here physically, but you can see me virtually. We can do meeting. So at this moment, the world is in digital era. It has changed the way we communicate. It has changed the way we own property, we transfer information, the way we store big data, the way the opportunities for employment. So with all these stages, we come now to blockchain technology, which is referred to as the fourth industrial revolution, whereby everything is digitalized, including people, including work, including classes, including university, everything that you are seeing Right now, you see that tallest building in the world, it can be put into a digital form and the people can own the token which represent Burj Khalifa. Everything now is digitalized. So the technology which is there now is the artificial intelligence and the blockchain technology. So with this one, I don't want you to think blockchain as an alien, something that has come, as fallen from the sky. No, blockchain is the continuation of all the stages, because every stage is connected to one another and each time there is improvement. So what is special with the blockchain? Blockchain, the special thing about blockchain is the way we keep data, is the way we transfer data, is in the way of security, is in the way of ownership, is in the way we communicate. So blockchain has brought some improvement in the previous internet. So the digital era is an improvement from the internet of 1990s. Web 2 is an improvement of Web 1. Web 3 is an improvement of Web 2. Everything now you can see changing. And these changes, they are not like they have ended here. We will keep on discovering things every time. So one important thing, some people might not understand you because they are still in this stage. They are still in this stage. So they are afraid of change. They will think whatever they want to think. They wonder how possible you can own your business without a business. It's because their mind, they are living in the digital era, but their mindset is in the industrial age. But because there is improvement. So this improvement is not for everyone. It is for some people. But later on, at this moment, when we talk of blockchain, it has about 12 years. But for some people, they have not heard, because there are people who have not even heard about electricity. There are people who have not heard about TV, because this kind of development has gone that way. So when we talk of blockchain, what has added there, or what was the failure? These people who are using internet and got one trouble. They had a certain mission. They had a certain cause to put something with value into a digital form. And we can transfer that thing digitally. So they were trying to play with the codes, but they had one problem. They had one trouble. And this trouble was the trouble of double spending. Double spending in what sense? Double spending in the sense that when you transfer information in the normal internet version 1, you send a copy of what you have. I am here. I have a title deed. I have put it in WhatsApp. I want to send it to Mr. George. Mr. George, take this title deed. I'll send you on WhatsApp. I still have that title also. I can send it to Mr. John. This title, now it is yours. Now I send this one to Mr. Clement. I send this one to Mr. Jack. The same. And everyone pays me money. Now, who is the true owner of that title? Then I have double spent. So to avoid this problem, then we could not put these physical ownership, things with value, into the normal internet applications, because the technology cannot transfer value from one point to another, we need to have the third part. We need now to say, I send you. Now let us send this title to the lawyer. Lawyer is here. The lawyer will sign, witnesses, the authorities, then this title will be sent to this one. So in case now you want to claim that this title is like to sell it to another one, you can sell, yes, you can sell. But later on, they will conduct case. You already sold it to this one, so you will be held responsible. So third part is needed. When you do transactions, we need the auditors. That is why we have CAG. CAG every time is coming with problems in the government for, let's say, for those people in Tanzania. This auditor, the auditor general, each country have got their name. So if we talk of these people have to come to assess what happened, because in the normal internet, you can spend without knowing what is going on. Until later we come now, bring your receipts, bring everything. We want to see the transactions. We have to do the auditing. We need the third party to audit. We need the third party to verify. So blockchain now has come. It came now with the technology whereby you can transfer something from one point to another without needing the third part. And this thing can move, and I don't remain with the copy. And we don't need lawyers, we don't need banks, we don't need government officials, we don't need witness. So that is what is the improvement that blockchain has brought on over the previous internet. That is the reason why they call blockchain internet version 2. Internet version 1 is there. They use the same, like they are the same, but with the blockchain, something has been added. And the blockchain, when it started in 2008, it was aimed at transferring money, transferring currency, money, because it came after the economic crisis. They wanted to solve this problem. So that is what they brought to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first blockchain. So the aim of Bitcoin was to transfer money. That is what Bitcoin is all about. Blockchain, it is the blockchain of Bitcoin to transfer Bitcoin from one point to another. And this Bitcoin is money, digital currency. That was the only way. So later on, when people knew that, so it can transfer money, then can't we put the companies inside the blockchain? Can't we put the contracts inside the blockchain? Can't we put the betting sports in the blockchain? Can't we put our TV rights, our rights in the blockchain? Can't we store our valuable data in the blockchain, our inheritance? Can't the government keep its record in the blockchain, whereby you don't need a third party, whereby you need to audit? Can't our government use the blockchain in their system to track every transaction? Then the people started thinking, saying, okay, then they started improving. So from Bitcoin blockchain, there came other blockchains like Ethereum, like Tron, like Binance, like Cardano, like Polkadot, so many blockchains. So a lot of improvement have come. Like someone who discovered the telephone, then they saw this wired Now they came with the wireless. With the wireless, there are other people who are Motorola, others people of Samsung, different, like it allows creativity, and each time they come up with something with a lot of improvement. The same applies to cars. So the same applies to blockchain technology. So there is no one blockchain, but we have the first blockchain, which was called Bitcoin. And later on came others, and each blockchain that came, it came with its different uses. So now, after you get now, what is then this blockchain? Blockchain is simple. I can use the simple language to say it is the block. It is the file, which is called the block, which contains data, and it shows the sender, the receiver, the time that the transaction did, any information that goes there, and it is encrypted. It has been put with a lot of highest level of security, which we call cryptography, high level of security, so that with this kind of block of files, then no one can tamper with that. No one can tamper, no one can change. So once something goes to the blockchain, it will remain there forever. Now, it is the block of data. So like block, the files are called block, and these files are connected to one another. So I'll put that in a pictorial form, because pictorial, I wanted you to get this history. Now that you have the history, let me now remove this and forget about it. Let me close it. I don't want it anymore. Let me take it. I don't want it anymore. This was the previous Zoom. So I will take this, this file over here. This file over here, understanding blockchain. Okay, understanding blockchain. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, I repeat, let us make it simple. You don't have to explain it, like you have to know just the simple concept. That's all. I teach you so that you can believe, you can see the vision, can enlarge to love for Sage, to understand for Sage, and use it. So what you are going to see from this material, I will share this material with you so that you can also review. So this has contained the meaning of blockchain. It contains the characteristics of blockchain. It contains the uses of blockchain, and it contains like questions and answers if you have. That's it. So blockchain, I told you, this, like if you look at the word, has got two words, block and chain. So the blocks, you see the blocks, the files, the data is kept in files. These files are called block. And these blocks have got the data inside, the information inside. And with this information, these blocks, they have put a security to them so that they cannot be tampered with. No one can tamper with them. What they have put like the sender, the receiver, information is there, the date, and it shows the serial number of that file, serial number of that, so that you can identify which file are we referring to. But it has something that is good for security, and this, it includes the previous serial number. So this serial number is called hash. But the first block does not have the previous block, previous hash, because it is the Genesis block. But when we talk of, like, it's like Adam and Eve, if we say each one should mention their parents, we will mention their parents, but Adam and Eve will put their parents, they will put null, nil, or zero. So this does not have the previous block. But this second block, for example, Bitcoin, these blocks, like in 10 minutes, a new block is created, a new file is created. So this, all the information, it has to collect the information from different parts of the world, have to come here in 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it closes, then a new block is created. And in this new block contains the hash of the previous block, the same ID. So where this information ended is where this starts. You see, here it ended here, and this one has started in this one. Then another information is put with all the information. Then it closes after 10 minutes with its own serial number, which is called hash. Then 10 minutes again, the new block is created. It contains the hash of the previous block. So where this blockchain ended, then it is where it started, this one. It contains all the information in 10 minutes. Then it is closed with its own key, its own serial number, its ID, like they call hash. And another one, after 10 minutes again, another block is created. So this one is done throughout. So from the first block was created in 2008. So after 10 minutes, a new block is created. So other blockchain like Ethereum and others, like after 1 minute, after 2 minutes, after, like a new block is created. But so this block contain the data coming from different parts of the world in 10 minutes. So why do they connect? This is why it's called the blockchain. It is the block. They are connected to one another like a chain with the hash of the previous block. That's why it is called blockchain. It is the block of data which is connected to each other with the hash of the previous block. So it is difficult to tamper, and that is the way it is. It's just the way, it's just the block. So this one makes it safe, because if you want to change, if you want to hack, you don't like this information here. And I like the good example. The good example is that, for example, the king of Dubai now says, from today onwards, Ben is the owner of Burj Khalifa. He puts that information in the block. Then the whole world will know now Ben is the owner of Burj Khalifa. So if we have put Burj Khalifa into token, like a token worth billions of dollars, then that one will be transferred to Ben. So the whole world will know the owner of this Burj Khalifa now in digital form is Ben. Ben can spend it. Ben can have the only private key in that in his blockchain, in his wallet, in his whatever block that you are doing. And that information from today onwards, Ben is the owner of Burj Khalifa, and he sends the token. So this block will contain the sender is the king and the receiver is Ben. No one can change. So now other people say, no. How is it possible? The Kenyan to steal our pride. So they want now to hack this block with this serial number to change this so that they create something else. So once they change this information, they affect everything, including the hash. So when you change this block, you change the hash. When you change this hash, this block cannot exist without the hash of the previous block. So you have to change this one so that this hash can resemble this one for this block to exist, to stay in a chain, to be put there. So when you change this, you have also affected this hash. Then you have also to come to change this so that this block can be valid and this block can be valid. So when you change this, you find that you have affected this. Then you have to, because they are all connected. They are all connected. So you have to undo, you have to change all the blocks from today, 2021, to the 2008, hundreds of thousands of blocks. And you have to do this in 10 minutes. If you don't do in 10 minutes, you can do it. So you cannot do it. It's only God who can do that. Because you need the powerful computer that can take rocket from Earth to the moon, from Earth to the moon, back to the Earth, 100,000 times in 10 minutes, 100,000 times, going back to the moon. It runs, it goes, it runs, it goes, it goes, it goes. That powerful computer is the one which can hack Bitcoin. It is not there. So, blockchain now is this. Don't complicate. It is the file called the block, which contains the data. And this, it is connected to one another with the hash of the previous block. That's it. You don't need to complicate. But the most important thing, what makes blockchain special, is the characteristics. So the first characteristics, blockchain is decentralized. Decentralized meaning there is no central authority. KCB has got the headquarters in Kenya. We know the point of failure. People know where to attack. Facebook, they know. But to avoid this, blockchain is decentralized. There is no central authority. There is no governing body. There is no president. There is no single person that is looking after the framework. Rather, it is the group of computers which are called nodes, which maintain the network and making this network decentralized. This is the picture, meaning that there are so many computers which maintain the network. So if you think it is in this computer, you hack this computer, there are millions of computers which contain, which support, which maintain that network. This picture speaks well. It is the picture of the globe, the world, and there are so many dots. These are the devices that are connected to one another to support, to maintain the network, the blockchain. It depends if it is Ethereum, it is Bitcoin, each one they have got. So you just download the software, then you become part of that. So your question is, who is putting these computers? Any person, even you can say, I want to be part of this. And why should I do this? Because there is incentive. The transaction fees that people pay goes to this computer node. So it is a source of income to be part of this. So that is the first characteristic. So it makes it safe because there is no point of failure. Because you don't know where these computers are. So there is no point you can hack. Even if you hack half of them, even if you hack and one computer remains, it will be able to support the blockchain. So blockchain makes this characteristic of decentralization makes blockchain very, very safe. The information that goes to the blockchain, is consensually shared and is synchronized across multiple computers. Those computer nodes have shown. So the information that is going is synchronized across these. So each computer holds the copy of all the information. So they hold and own it. So each computer, so the information is distributed to multiple computers. So this distributed ledger, this characteristics that the information, the transaction that have gone, they are distributed to millions of computers, makes this transaction to have a public witness. So people can witness all the transactions. So if it is the government, you don't use this money, the money of the government, secretly. Like I was reading the news in Kenya, they shared the money for Corona, like for these artists. President gave money. Later on, it came to say like there are people who did not get, but they know that people have got. You can see in many countries, you will think the money is there, while the money has already been used. But with the blockchain technology, when you use money, that transaction is distributed in millions of computers, including the computer of your president, including the computer of your wife, including the computer of anyone. So they know. So it allows to have a public witness. So the participant at each node of the network can access the recordings, which is shared across that network, and can own the identical copy. So any changes, any additions made to the database is copied and is reflected in the website of other people. If you want to understand the picture, this is the picture. You can see every time any information it goes, it is distributed. Any information it goes in the blockchain is distributed. So now you can see you cannot tamper. You want to change in your computer. In WhatsApp now, you can write something and you can delete it for everyone. But after half an hour, you cannot delete. Let's say you sent something without understanding. After you have sent, it has gone. You will never take it back. And you cannot go to delete from all the people. The third characteristics is consensus protocol. This is what makes blockchain. Consensus protocol is that blockchain is trustless. We don't need to trust anyone. We don't need lawyers. We don't need to trust the bankers. We don't need to trust our parents. We don't need to trust the witnesses because they are not there. These witnesses should be in the internet version 1. But with the blockchain, meaning that it is a trustless system that uses computer nodes. So these computer nodes are there. They never sleep. They notice everything that is going on. And these computer nodes are the ones which have the work to verify the transactions, which are genuine, are the ones which are kept in the block. And those which are not genuine, based on the rules, they are discarded, they are thrown away. So since in blockchain, as I told you, there are no people, and many people submit information to the blockchain. They send the information. Every time they send the information to the blockchain. So lies goes to the blockchain. Scam go to the blockchain. And now we said there are no people who can verify. Then it is important that there is a process that is there, which is put in place so that we can ensure everyone agrees on what information that can be kept in a block and that can be discarded. So these rules that have been put to verify transaction and keep the network safe. So this rule or this characteristic is called consensus protocol. Consensus to reach an agreement that which information should be kept in a blockchain and which one should be discarded. So these computers now, each blockchain has got its own system. Bitcoin uses proof of work and Ethereum. Cardano uses proof of stake and Tron and Polkadot. But there are some other blockchain which use proof of authority. Those are the systems which can be used in consensus protocol. We'll talk about them sometimes later. If you look at these pictures very carefully, you can see they communicate a certain information. You will see that these pictures, there are so many computers, they are live. Like the first picture, when information goes, these computers and the phones and everything get the information. Once they get the information, they have to verify Has this information ever come? Is this information true? Once they all verify it has all been proved beyond the reasonable doubt this transaction is genuine, this person has got money, this is the true owner and everything, then this transaction will go. Like when the king of Dubai has got the token which represents Burj Khalifa, when he sends it to Ben, the computer nodes will verify, yes, he has this. Then once it goes to Ben, once they agree, it will go to Ben, and that information will be kept in a blockchain. And Ben is now a true owner of this. Now, when any other person now wants to bring something new, it will happen like this one, the second picture there. The second picture, it ticked, it went to Ben. Now someone wants to come, they will, with something different, they will identify, and this transaction will not go through. They will throw that transaction away. You will wait to see if that transaction will go. You are lying, it will not pass, because there are computer nodes which do not sleep. And because of this, it makes everything that has gone to the blockchain, anything has gone to the blockchain, which is distributed, which is decentralized, and which has gone through the assessment process from the computer nodes, that thing is immutable. So even for Sage, which is the product of blockchain, is immutable. Immutability, these birds are talking. One is asking, what are other words for immutable? It is changeless, unchangeable, invariable, inflexible, unalterable, constant, permanent, unchanging, enduring. So anything that goes into the blockchain does not change. It will remain there forever. So this immutability is one of the key features of blockchain. This immutability makes it impossible for any person or entity or government or group of hackers to change, to delete, to manipulate, to replace, to falsify the data which has been stored in the blockchain. That's why many people now are rushing into blockchain. They go to the products of the blockchain. And because now in history, data transactions have been audited in the government, in companies at any point. So this concept of immutability enables a high degree of data integrity and reduces the time and the cost of audits, since verifying information becomes much simpler or effectively redundant. If you keep on verifying, you repeat the same thing because everything is very clear. You don't need to audit. You just need to ask, why did you use this money? Go to jail. Simple and clear. So with this one, immutability increases the overall efficiency of many businesses. Immutability can also provide clarity to many business disputes, as it enables verifiable and shared source of truth. Immutability. So the last characteristic, because I'm going to finish, is open source. Open source meaning that the code, you know, these systems, these applications, when you see them like Zoom, you see this application, but there are codes which have made this Zoom. And now what you see is just the product, but the real Zoom is there, and there are people who are working. So those are the codes which created Zoom. So the codes which create blockchain, they are open, meaning that that code is available to public. So for code of blockchain and the code of Forsage, the system that we are using is available to public. And so you can view that code, you can copy that code, you can learn from that code, you can share that code. It is open, it is in the public. Go and check. So you are happy that what I have taken is true. What I have taken is what they have told me. So because the code is open, that is the reason why they could take from Bitcoin to produce Ethereum. Other people could take it from Ethereum to come up with the Cardano, with the Polkadot, with the Tron, and with the improvement, because these codes can be shared, can be modified, and they create something. And with this one, blockchain allows applications to be created on top of it. So there are applications, and these applications that are created on top of blockchain, they are called DApps, decentralized applications, or smart contract. So like Forsage that we are using is one of the applications that has been put into the blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, Tron blockchain, this Binance blockchain. And because these applications, this blockchain are open source. So this demand of open source software is hitting up many business, is hitting up as business continue to adapt the technology increasingly. So the adaptation of this open source code business or software has been increasing because people want the security. So to conclude, other characteristics of blockchain, and these characteristics are the characteristics of Ethereum, of Forsage. Transaction are peer-to-peer because we don't need a third party. Blockchain is secured, I have shown you. Blockchain is transparent, I've shown you. Blockchain and Forsage is public. It is there for anyone. It does not matter. No one prevents you from using it. You can use it. It is there for public. As long as you have internet, then you don't need any qualification. Faster settlement. Yes, we get our payment on the spot. We don't have to transfer like banks. We transfer money from Tanzania to Dubai 7 days. Here, just seconds. Enhanced security. So to conclude now our discussion today, we see the functions of blockchain. And the first function, as I explained earlier, blockchain created a cryptocurrency, like the first blockchain was to create cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrencies have been created. These are digital money. I'll talk about them tomorrow. Blockchain is used in smart contracts. These are the applications which have been created on top of blockchain. Why? Because of the characteristics of open source code. So applications can be created. So it allows creativity. It allows people now can create a lot of stuff and put there on blockchain. It can be used in banking and finance, blockchain. So in capital markets, in trade and finance, in regulatory compliance and auditing. So auditing, in money laundering, protection. Some people say cryptocurrency can be used in money laundering. It's impossible. The transactions are recorded, so we can track where the money has gone, and we can see where did this money go. So you can control, because you know money laundering is done without knowledge. People are putting money in the bank, in the bags. You don't know the transaction. You don't know everything. But with the blockchain, we can solve. It can be used in insurance and in peer-to-peer transaction. Blockchain can be used in business, in supply chain management. So if you supply, you want to buy something you want to order something online, you want to buy a car. What they show, is it the one which comes? You want to buy a phone. What they showed you, you paid for, is it the one which is coming? You want for vaccination. They tell you, okay, this is vaccination, let's say like Pfizer or like JJ. So this has come maybe from Russia, or this has come from India. So is it the same thing that you receive? What happens from the place it has come, from the place of production, to what you receive? With the blockchain technology, what is made for you, with the content, everything is kept in the block, and this can be tracked from the point it has gone to the location. You can track to the thing that you receive. You can scan, you can see this is genuine, and this information is distributed to millions of computers. So when you bring something which is not real, the blockchain will identify this thing, and then so it assists in supplying, it assists in healthcare. For example, you go to the doctor, the information is kept in the blockchain. It means that it's distributed to all the hospitals. So when you move, you get accident, you go to the hospital, they put your ID in the blockchain, so all your file come there, so the doctors can continue from there. It can be used in real estate, it can be used in media, it can be used in energy. Blockchain can be used in government, record management, because records is kept well. No one can alter. Identification, these IDs, put the people in the blockchain. Then you will know this person has been put, is from Rwanda. When you go, you put his information, hey, you guy, you are from Rwanda. You don't fit in this year. The computer not will verify, say, hey, you will not go into our system. We cannot give you the passport because you already existed somewhere. Simple and clear. In voting, we vote. I have voted for this one. Oh, they already know that this guy has voted for this one. We don't need even to count. We see now how many, finish. No stealing, no more. Taxes, compliance and the regulatory, non-profit organization. It can be used in financial management and accounting, record management, cyber security, big data management. So blockchain can be used in so many things. Tomorrow, I'll be teaching about cryptocurrency. Tomorrow, I'll teach about cryptocurrency. And then same time. So cryptocurrency is the function of blockchain. So we'll teach about cryptocurrency. And the day after tomorrow, we'll teach about wallets to keep your cryptocurrency. And we'll teach you about smart contract for Sage. And so when you finish now, you will have the knowledge that no one can take you down. No one can shake you. No one can deceive you. You will make a decision based on the knowledge you have got. So thank you so much for your time. I've seen a message. Let me check if there is a, thank you, Maruma. I get you very clearly. Nice lesson, sir. Thank you so much, my brothers and sisters. If there is anyone with a question, you can ask. And if there will be no question, tomorrow, I insist, English platform. Let us come to talk about cryptocurrency so that people cannot deceive you. Come tomorrow with your friends. This week, on Saturday, we register people. So if you register people with no knowledge, they will disturb you. Now I take back the chair to Mr. Clement, our moderator of tonight, and we will end our meeting. God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the lesson. We appreciate everything you said. In conclusion to what you have taught us today, we're just going, why do we do this? Why do we decide to start from the scratch to give people the best knowledge? It is because of where we are heading. It is because of our project 100 days, because we don't want people to quit. When people get this knowledge from the beginning of blockchain technology, then they can be able to appreciate what they have, which is called for such smart contract. The reason why we are doing this is for people to know exactly how to approach things when things becomes difficult. When you meet people who doesn't realize how to use blockchain technology yet, you can be able to tell them, hey, you can be able to whatever businesses, online businesses you have been doing before. So this is the reason why we have decided to come back to basics, to start from the beginning on how blockchain exists, on how the human development has evolved from one stage to another. So this lesson, we started last week. So we decided to come together now to bring everybody together so that they can be able to understand what is blockchain technology and its usability, and how they can apply it with smart contract, and how smart contract can help people now to accumulate this cryptocurrency that we are going to talk about tomorrow. So I believe everybody have understood a little bit about blockchain. You can carry on this message to tomorrow classes and day after tomorrow classes, till when you now graduate to the process of using smart contract. So now it's very, very clear, and like I said before, now you can be able to operate and to do businesses, in learning how blockchain technology exists and how it works and how we can apply it with smart contract. So thank you very, very much. So tomorrow is another day. We are going to continue with the classes. Bring your people, bring whoever wants to learn about blockchain technology. From here, they can decide whatever they want to do. But our main aim is for them to get this knowledge so that they can apply it in Forsage. So that's our main aim. So thank you everybody for coming to the call. We are going to continue. I believe this process that we have started is going to be tremendous and wonderful, and we are going to achieve bigger result, the result we all hope to achieve in future. Thank you. Good night and goodbye. Same time tomorrow. Don't miss it. It's going to be wonderful. You are in a very, very safe hand with Mr. Goodluck, and he's a wonderful teacher. I believe he has told so many of you about his history, how he's a lecturer. So you are in a safe hand, and you are going to get the best knowledge about blockchain and smart contract. Thank you. Bye-bye and good night.